I'm Johnny Ray, and this is 5 Hour Recovery for Addicts from Addicts, another episode of real life testimonies, raw, unedited, unprepared stories of people who have gone through the clutches of addiction and have pulled themselves out and are now living a life of service and helping others, having families, and doing wonderful things. With me is somebody I knew in my active addiction. Her name is Sherron. Say hello.
Hi, Sherron.
And this is her beautiful daughter. What is her name?
Sayana.
Can you say hi? That's fine. We'll take that as a hello. And yeah, she's with me today to share a little bit about her story and a little bit about where she came from. Yeah, that's you, darling. So how do we know each other?
Gosh, we know each other from middle school.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of history there.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like John used to be part of the popular crowd, and I was the outcast-ish crowd, and somehow our roads, our paths came together again in active addiction, not like during school ish times, and then we lost contact for a lot of years, and ran into each other again at a meeting, both in recovery, still new in our recovery. I'm coming up on my 2 years.
Me too.
On the 27th of this month.
Nice.
Yeah,
You go, girl. Mine's August 14th. So
yeah.
Wow, we really did find it about the same time.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So yeah.
Say hello. So what was it like for you growing up?
Growing up, it was hard. I'm the oldest of 3, the only girl. I felt like I wasn't wanted. I got passed around between family members. My mom didn't raise me. I was raised by her siblings, so my aunt and uncles, and so I moved around a lot. And I disappeared during school years, for years at a time, and come back, and this went on and off pretty much my whole life. So I've always felt out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never had a place, never felt welcomed anywhere. And I started my journey with drugs when I was 11.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Wow, I didn't know that. See, I'm learning a little bit about this. So yeah.
So I started my journey into addiction at 11. I started with pot, cigarettes, and then pot, and then alcohol, and then I got introduced to meth all around the same time. And meth is what was my monster.
Yes, mine too.
Hi, cutie. I don't know. So, I came back from Arkansas when I was in, I want to say junior high, and stayed in Marysville up until I was about 19, and then I moved to Seattle. When I was still living in Marysville, it wasn't about the hustle yet. It was just about getting high, and that's all it was. Everything I did, like I'd get up, I'd get high, I'd go to sleep and get high.
Right, yeah.
But I didn't get into the lifestyle and the criminal lifestyle until I was 19 and moved to Seattle. I've visited the women's prison 4 times, looking at a 5th if I don't complete this drug court program for 57 months. I just, it was a hard life. Like I used to do all kinds of crazy shit to be able to get high, like I would break into houses, I would steal cars, I would fucking just do like the stupidest shit, which resulted in me going to prison every time. But now, I have, I live a different life today. I don't associate with anybody who's still actively using. I mean, there's a couple people I'll still reach out to, but that's the extent of it. I keep my distance. Um, I I just now today I work a honest recovery program. I go to work. I come home. I take care of my baby, and that's it for me. You know, I go to meetings online now since this COVID started. I used to hit a lot of meetings, or in-person meetings, which I really like, but you know, I feel like I did whatever I needed to do to get high, so I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to stay clean.
Definitely.
And
you get out of it what you put into it. Definitely.
Exactly, and I feel that, you know, I went to any lengths to get high. I'm gonna go to any lengths to stay clean. So when this COVID started, I, you know, I was kind of hesitant about the online meetings, but it's the next best thing.
Yeah.
You know, and so I do a lot of those now.
It's definitely not the same.
It's definitely not the same because I'm definitely a hugger.
Right.
I'm a hugger, and I like to welcome people. I like to talk to the newcomers and make them feel welcome, because those are the things that were important to me. You know, I don't know. Growing up, I went through a lot of abuse, like so bad to where, you know, at the time I was living with my uncle in Arkansas, and I was abused so bad that he didn't want me to go to school. You know, I went to school anyways, but he had his wife come and pick me up, and it's just a vicious cycle. You know, I wouldn't wish what happened to me to happen to anybody, honestly.
So you think it was obviously the abuse and stuff that led you down the road of? Do you feel like you were always an addict, or do you think that was the big thing that triggered it?
It was probably being abused and dealing with sexual abuse. You know, being raped by my pastor's son from the ages of 5 to 7. It's just a number of things, and then just not, you know, at age 11, all that stuff was still fresh. So anything I could do to make me not feel or remember those things.
To numb.
Yeah, that's what I did. Want help? Out? Up? Up and down? You want out? I don't know. I just Okay. I've dealt with suicide. Like I'm the type of person. I'm the suicidal type of person who doesn't talk about wanting to commit suicide. I just do it. I hung myself when I was 9.
9?
Yeah, in my bedroom window out in Marysville. And again in my 20s, you know, it's just a lot of hurt and a lot of feeling shame, you know, like blaming myself for the things that happened to me. But through recovery, I've learned that those things aren't my fault. You know, I was a kid. And those things shouldn't happen to people.
Do you have any contact with any of these family members anymore? Or?
I do. Through recovery, like, I've learned to forgive, you know, not only for them, but mainly for myself, to be able to move forward in life. There's one person in particular, well, 2 people, so both of my sexual abusers, I feel like I haven't confronted them about it, but I feel like they feel that I was so young that I don't remember that, you know, but I do. I just keep it in the, like I said, I forgive them for me, you know, so that I can move forward in my life. It's not something that I would ever want to bring up to them, because
She's like looking at her face. I know, it's awesome, huh? There you are. There you go. Can you see yourself?
Is that your ponytail?
Kids love the camera.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're perfect for it. Kids do the most natural. They're the most calm. You know, they're like, I just want to be me.
Yeah.
So during now that you're in recovery and you're obviously working a recovery program, what is it like for you now to be able to reflect on the stuff that you've gone through?
For me, it comes a lot of strength from it. I pull a lot of strength out of those things, and I when I have people talking to me or sharing their hurts with me, I can share about how I've dealt with those same hurts or those same disappointments, or you know, it's just for me, it's like a big bag of goodies to help people.
True.
Yeah.
And without you have gone through it, I mean, how would you be able to help them, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what's awesome.
From experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without that transformation, without that growth, we wouldn't be able to help each other, you know?
Right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you do now that you're in recovery? You obviously go to meetings.
Yes.
Would you be willing to help some a young lady if she was, you know, struggling with addiction?
Absolutely. I always have my numbers on the phone list. Even in the Zoom meetings, I put my number out there, and I always answer my phone, you know, so I have a few regulars that ring my line, the 12-step line, you know, so
yeah.
It's just, it feels good to be able to help other people, you know.
Definitely.
Even if it's just to be a listening ear, and that's all they need, you know, just somebody to listen. Without any feedback, you know, because I just remember how it was for me to be scared in the beginning of my recovery, you know, to not have anybody to talk to, you know, so I just.
Ow. What happened? Did you say ow? Ouch.
It's gone. It's not even there anymore. She's juicing you.
Is she?
Yeah.
So let's talk about this young, wonderful lady right here. So, how old is she?
She is 19 months.
Mm-hmm.
I got pregnant when I was homeless and still in active addiction. With her, I was about 5 months pregnant, maybe 5 months pregnant by the time I got arrested. And you know, when I got arrested and in a stolen car with a large amount of drugs on me, pregnant, like I wasn't even mad. I was just
almost relieved, you think?
I was so relieved.
Wow.
Because the only way I know how to get clean is to get arrested. You know, and I was just like, yes, finally.
Right, almost, yeah. I can't imagine thinking of that as a relief, but
yeah.
After everything, I mean, you did it for what, 20 years?
Yeah.
Even more, if you started at 11?
Yeah, it was a lot of years. I mean, I had some clean time in between, but it wasn't I wasn't in recovery. It was just being busy with becoming a new mother, because I have 2 older kids. Being a mother or having a job, you know, I wasn't working a recovery program.
Right.
I was just...
Being clean and being in recovery are 2 different things.
Totally, because
being clean is a great foundation. It's a great start, but you're not cleaning up your wreckage.
Right, and
you know?
you're not dealing with anything. You know, you're just kind of, for me at least, I was just preoccupied with what was going on in my life. I hadn't dealt with all my garbage. You know, I hadn't cleaned it out or done anything about it. You know, worked on it. Hey, be careful, babe. Careful. I don't want that fall on you. Yeah, that will hurt. That one will hurt. Yeah.
Seems like she's already putting words together and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
She's smart. Like, she came out a super healthy baby. No drugs in her system.
Good.
Because I used a lot of drugs pregnant with her.
Mm-hmm.
Super smart, super healthy.
Well, what's amazing is
Super
she's never
active.
gonna see you loaded.
Right.
I mean, what more of encouragement do you need than for this precious child to not see you loaded?
Right.
I mean, that's amazing. Look at it. I mean, it's awesome. And so everything else, you're working a job now.
Yeah. Yeah, I work at community transit. I got that job when this COVID started. I was employed at buzzing on Broadway, and then I go to community transit when this COVID started, and it pays more and it's easy money. And when the restaurant opened back up, I was like, this is crazy. Like, busting my ass for minimum wage and not even being treated nicely, you know. And I've been there since December. Like,
Oh, and what it costs to live in this
yeah, it's
county
crazy.
is
Like,
insane. When I moved
Yeah.
here, I moved here from Chehalis, and I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment for $650 a month. It was huge.
yeah,
Then I moved here. I'm like, dude, $1,200 for a studio?
right.
That's insane.
It's
There's
insane.
no whoa. What do you got? But yeah, that's crazy. When he told me it was like what, $1,750 or something?
No, it's $13.50
Still,
for this
that's
2-bedroom.
crazy though.
Yeah,
That's
It is
absolutely
crazy 'cause
crazy.
at that rate, when we were kids, like, we could be renting a house or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Dude, and those days are so long gone. Like
I
the good
know.
old days. There's commercials that trigger my memory of how good we had it when we were
I
kids.
know.
Dude, the 80s, the 90s, they were the best,
Yeah.
dude. Like they were like, and I remember like being like, oh, these times suck. And until now, and now I'm like, dude, I would give anything to go back to the 80s
Yeah.
or the 90s. They were so awesome. Well, I really appreciate you agreeing to do this. And you know, if you could give, first of all, why did you agree to do this?
Because I feel like it's important to give back to the community. I'll do anything I can to help the next person, you know, because that's what worked for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And would you suggest to work any recovery possible?
Absolutely. It don't matter which A it is. Yes, baby. Hi. It doesn't matter which A you prefer, like, as long as it's a recovery program, whether it be CA, NA, AA, any of the A's.
CR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, any of them. Get that help.
Do you think it's a
Find
good
a
idea that I'm
sponsor.
coming up with a new recovery program?
I think it's a wonderful idea, and I'm super proud of you. And I think it's awesome that you turned your yes, babe. Oh, closet? Yeah?
It's only when we're on camera. Like, it's so funny because once this camera's off, the kids just don't care.
Yeah.
But the second it's on, they're like, dude, I got to be a part of this. Whether I'm off screen or I'm on screen. No, I think that's, yeah, that's, I think that people should go at any avenues to get clean.
Yeah.
And no distinguishment against fellowships. You know, they should
Right.
be able to do whatever it takes, you know,
Yeah.
and meet up with people and gain community and gain a program and a network and work with each other. And so,
Right, I agree. There's so much support out here in Everett. Like, it's crazy.
yep, you just got to open your eyes and look.
Yeah, there's so many different programs out here that's for the people, for
And-
us.
Yep.
It's amazing. Like, I couldn't imagine, like, I did the geographical thing and moved to try and get clean. You know, I went to Bremerton. That was the worst place to go.
I moved up and down.
Yeah.
Man, just thinking I would get away from my problem, and it followed me everywhere I went.
And then I gained more problems.
Yep,
But
in different locations.
yeah,
Now I got problems all over the state
Yeah.
rather than just one area.
yeah.
Yeah.
But here in Everett, you know, like, it's amazing to see how huge the fellowship here is, and the many different types of fellowships. You know, because I'm a part of more than just one program.
Yep. Me
You
too.
know, and
Church
it.
has played a big role.
yeah,
There's all sorts of recovery programs.
Yeah.
There's different networks and there's different things that people can use, and you just
Yeah.
gotta look. You gotta stop playing the victim.
yes,
You know, listening to Sherron's story, she's gone through hell and back, and look where you are today.
Yeah.
You know, so if you don't think that you can do it, then just watch these videos, right? Watch
Yeah.
these stories. You know, so I want to say thank you, Sherron, for sharing your story.
Thank you, Johnny.
So please comment below, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Johnny Ray Jr. on YouTube. If you want to share your testimony with me, you send me an email at 4addictsfromaddicts@gmail.com, and we'll reach out to you. And thank you again, Sherron, and I appreciate it. So
Yeah.
I'm Johnny Ray. This is 5 Hour Recovery, and thank you for listening.
we can do together what we can never do alone.
Dang right. Amen to that. Thank you, Sherron.
Yeah.